was Moss the Chronicler who said that the land of Valisthea is blessed in the light of the Mother Crystals. And that it was this light which finally led our forebears out of the darkness. Yet, what they saw in the light gave rise to temptation. Temptation that ever lures us back into the crystal shadow. And thus did our journey begin.
Hi guys. Sorry about that. I forgot the game rolls straight into it. We don't actually get a title screen. Sorry about that. I was waiting for it to just get to a title screen so we could do the intro, but learning new things already. It's classic me, really. Hope you've all been good. Hope you've all been enjoying a nice rest between my absence. I'm not going to spend too much time with an intro today, so we're just going to be like, if you enjoy my content, please throw a like and subscribe my ways. It really does help my channel grow and flourish. Alternatively, find me on Twitter at @HellotStitch, posting various news and updates. With that said, let's go to the chat. We out here, Dr. Goge. Hello, dude. Welcome. Ben, welcome my friend, good to see you. And Mr. X, classic, good to see you my friend. Hello tcgstitch, my people, hello Goge, hey Ben Ray, hey Mr. X tips hat, Ben my man tips hat. I'm excited for this, time to focus on Goji, very cutscenes. Okay, well, it looks like we're already starting into the chaotic gameplay that is this series. So yeah, I totally forgot. It just starts, just throws you straight in. So yeah, it's yeah, this is going to be an interesting one, I have to say, because yeah, it's one of those games that I started but didn't finish. So I can't remember why I fell off of it, but I did fall off of it. Benedicta and Jill and Isabel. Pay close attention, I know. I know, Mr. X. I know the drill. Anyway, let's get on with the fight and see what happens. Oh. Leave me alone, Ifrit. Leave me alone. Shit. Spectacle fights. That's a Final Fantasy change up right here. Ooh. It's Phoenix versus Ifrit. Icons. And then there's Clive. Good old Clive. Remember to pay attention to the details, tcgstitch, I will. How are you guys doing anyway? Have you had a good weekend? A good week? You been doing good?
It'll be light soon. Both camps have begun to stir.
You all know the target. Shiva's dominant. And
Right, we're looking to
only
stop
the
Shiva.
dominant. No one else. Where's the fun in that? How do we even know the girl will be among them?
Again, for those of you not in the know, dominants in this game are basically those giant monsters at the start. So Ifrit, Phoenix, they're like monsters that are like really powerful, and they can basically define who wins wars and stuff. They're basically tools of conquest. And yeah, Shiva is an ice dominant, so she's basically, people can turn into these monsters, and they're sought after by society in large and stuff like that. I'm making some espresso. Well, I'm glad you're cooking in, Ghost. I'm just trying to explain again, because to anyone who's watching who might not understand the ins and outs of the Final Fantasy series, it's basically, in this particular instance as well, because they change up how summons are used in every game as well. They used to be tools that you could fire. I am Vengeance. DM, welcome, dude.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Yeah, but just so you guys have got the cliff notes, I am the Knight. Talking about Batman. I am Batman. This guy, well, DM might like this one. I don't know. It's much more action focused, this Final Fantasy DM, so you might, and Game of Thrones focused. Because again, it's about conquest. About trying to become the ultimate ruler of the lands. This guy, I am Fat Man. Watch K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix, tcgstitch. Oh, very nice. What's that about, Mr. X? Hello, DM. Yeah, how's your weekend been, DM? You guys been good, Ben? If you're still here, how's your weekend? Game over? We're not game over yet, guys. We've only just started. Give it a minute. Come on now.
Our kind do not question.
But yeah, we're basically after, at the start of this, we're trying to capture Shiva's dominant. How you all doing? I know nothing about this. That's why I'm trying to explain it a little bit, so you're not so deer in headlights, Ben. Like, basically, our main character here, Clive. You know the monster fights you saw at the start. Weekend was fine. Today, not so much, to be honest. Oh, well, why not? Everything okay? Hope you're okay, mate. I'm good. I'm doing my usual shite. Work. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm alright. Well, I've had a bit of a dull day, and I've had a job come back that I've got to piss around with, but other than that, I think we're doing okay. I'm watching K-pop Demon. What is it? With nieces? Is it so it's for kids, is it, Mr. X? But yeah, Ben, to explain it to you, basically, you basically got these people who can turn into these giant behemoth monsters. And what you saw at the front there was two of these monsters fighting each other. And our friend Clive here is reflecting on a fight that, well, he may or may not have been a part of. My stupid brother lost one of my cats 9 miles away from home. Oh, dude. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you... Have you guys gone out looking for him, or... I mean, probably you have, but... I suppose put up posters? That's the kind of thing you do? You'd probably find... You'd probably try and find another place, another house. Especially if he's a house cat. Nice, Mr. X. Yeah, I've not heard of that, Mr. X. Favorite animation this summer, K-pop Demon Hunters on Netflix. Amazing. Do your nieces like it, or do you like it, Mr. X? But yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your cat, Ben. That sucks. Gonna return tomorrow, look, and put more posters up. Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. Anytime a pet... I mean, thankfully, I've never been in a situation where I've lost an animal in terms of, like, losing them. I mean, obviously, they've died on me, but... Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Hope tomorrow goes better for you, mate. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, just to give you guys a bit of a once over, because again, I know there's people here who don't know anything about Final Fantasy, and I get that. That's fine. So I'm just a Cliff Notes version. You've got our knight here, Clive. You've got dominance icons. They're basically these people who can become monsters, so they can turn into these giant, like, world-shattering monsters. And basically, Shiva, you're capturing the woman who can turn into Shiva. She's basically an ice maiden, and she can basically, freeze the world and stuff like that. So again, if you just read that into the context, and it's basically a world where, it's basically a world of conquest, where, like Game of Thrones, you just got to think of it in terms of Game of Thrones. It's basically what they copy for the narrative. So you've got, obviously, all these different factions. They are trying to usurp one another. And there's these things called mother crystals that are part of the world, and they kind of harness or, like, empower these icons to be more powerful than they are. And they also help lands thrive and stuff like that, supposedly. But yeah, that's just the Cliff Notes. You'll see more as it unfolds. It's common knowledge how much you love playing Diablo. I do like Diablo. Well, I did. I haven't played it in a while now because of how fucked they made the battle passes. I've been keeping away from it because, yeah, Blizzard are being greedy. I thought you were watching a movie with the word demon on the day. You're watching a movie with the word demon on the day its premiere with Netflix K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, well, I am a demon. Doesn't mean I like Demon Hunters, though. I'm against those. I'm against those evil bastards. Damn, sorry, Ben. I hope you can find it. Yeah, me too, mate. Again, I wish you good luck. I wish you luck with it tomorrow, mate. I'm sorry to hear that. That's really shit. Anyway, let's continue.
Let's get this done.
Got to capture Shiva. Yeah, and there are people in this world who've got magic as well. And these guys are kind of like banished warriors. They're like hands for hire because they've basically been, I suppose, discarded by their realms. And that's what the scar on their faces, that's basically, or the tattoo on their faces, is kind of like a form of, like, the patch that, it's a form of like the patch that the Nazis would get, like, that they would get the Jews to wear. It's kind of like an identifying mark. So you know who's who in kind of this kind of war of conquest, I suppose.
Yes, Sergeant.
So yeah, Clive is kind of like I suppose, in a version of a slave.
I said focus, Wyvern.
Use L to move the camera. That's our boy. Thank you, DM. I hope so. Thought there might be magic in Final Fantasy World. Oh yeah, there is. There's plenty of that. Main menu, press start anytime out of cutscene. Yeah. Gameplay settings. Yeah, we're doing action focused for this one because I figured we'd just start. I don't think I ever need a story mode in a Final Fantasy game. For me, you've got to take both. And yeah, Clive is obviously not too happy with his lot in life, which, to be honest with you, I don't blame him. I think he... Yeah, you'll find out more about him as we go. Gently move forward to walk, forward to run. We can jump. Oh, we've got jump. Oh, it's beautiful. Main menu system, options, system tab. Yep. Redeem items. Just going to be redeeming the system. Yeah, chance encounter. Yeah. We'll look at that later. We're not in a rush for that. tcgstitch. This is Sony animation about Korean band singers, manga title, type style, anime, Spider-Man style animation from Sony. Oh, you mean like stop frame almost? Like the reduced frame rate that they used in the Spider-Verse? Is that what you're talking about? Here we go. Classic war going on. This is the action focus that we're talking here. Even the story is like just fucking loads of wars going on. Chocobos! Yeah, it's really gruesome. Magic balls. I think it's called Ether in this. I think it's Ether? Aether? I think. Yeah, I need to be updated on the terms. They use the same terms throughout every Final Fantasy. They just reorient them a little bit. It's kind of like what they do to the Zelda series every few years.
Where this is going, they won't need this new dominant of theirs.
Yeah, the dominant is basically Shiva. And basically every kind of faction has a dominant that they kind of lord over the others.
You refuse. Did you not pledge your swords to our cause?
Come now. Marshal, the King of Waloed is our guest.
And you have His Majesty's answer.
Crystal water. It's a new one on me. Closely on Benedict to tcgstitch. Need to soon break with back, so remember watch for respectable waifus, of course, Mr.
I wonder that you summoned us at all. Have you sold
There's
the slave
Benedicta.
to your own men? It was the Dalmex who drove back the Crusaders in the Battle of the Twin Realms, was it not?
She's very sultry.
Or am I mistaken?
Counted at least 2 F-bombs in your short. Only 2? There's about 500, mate.
Your dominant has yet to take the field. And when he does, our knights would only get in the way.
Perhaps you have not heard, but the Ironblood now have their own dominant. We would be fools to underestimate them.
Bugger their knights.
What did you say?
Should this citadel be allowed to fall, the capital will lie exposed. And I doubt the Crusaders will wait for the good king's pawns to line up before taking to the board.
Just in case there's any doubt, he's a dominant. He's one of the... He can turn into one of the icons.
Just leaves me.
Yep.
The Ironblood will rue the day they set foot on Storm. This game is over.
And you're about to see what he means. I think I vaguely remember this. She's also an icon. Oh, sorry, dominant. Oh god, I get the words muddled up, but she is technically an icon as well. Idon? Oh fucking hell, I'm trying to remember the terms. Oh. Who's a cock?
Benedicta.
Oh, hello.
Take care.
Does the lion take care when he chases the hare? Or do you think me one of the latter?
No, my love. You are a lion. You're my lion.
Ooh la la.
I'm afraid of a little frost, Benedicta. But I will need someone to warm me when
In other words, he's not afraid of Shiva. The ice enderlon. Is that the word, enderlon? Yeah, the terms just... I'm a bit muddled at the moment. But I'll get my head back in the game.
The front lines are gone. This is our chance. The chaos will conceal us.
Wifey Benedicta in cutscene. Yeah, I know, Mr. X. I covered her briefly. Where's Cloud? Probably another timeline. It's a different game, mate. They change protagonists every game. It's a different game. Be right back, guys. No worries, Mr. X. Rather loud. Might be 200. I'm going to sit back and watch while I eat. No worries, mate. No worries. You do you, my friend. You're getting to see this fresh. Again, I'll try and explain what I can. Because, yeah, I'm still trying to get my memory up to date on it and all. It's been a while since I played this one. But I do know some of the players. I just know they've jumbled things around and renamed different things. They do it every entry. So... But this is your more political, action-heavy version of the series.
Take the van.
That's why I think some people really will love this game, like this playthrough. People who don't like Final Fantasy may actually like this game.
Something's not right.
Oh. Yeah, that's Titan. Say hello to Titan. That's who that guy became. He turned into that fucking thing.
So the Darmaks finally grew tired of being slaughtered.
Yeah, they're just going to send out Titan and kill everybody. And there's Shiva. Titan vs Shiva. Two god monsters going at it. Are we taking bets?
Come on.
It's Titan vs Shiva. And at the bottom, on the ground level, they're all still fighting. Yeah, Titan doesn't give a shit about killing his own men. That's a classic villain. That's a classic villain trope. The sizes are a little bit incomparable though, aren't they? They made Titan like a god tier sized monster at this point. Titan's basically the master of the ground, the earth, as well. Quite a cool power, considering we have to be on the earth. Oh, what I had to input for a second there. Alright, so we're in the middle of a battleground between two god monsters. That's how the game throws us in. In the middle of a war, basically. Game of boning. That's a good way of putting it, Coach. Oh yeah, it's much different. It's so much well, you wait till you see how the combat goes, then you'll see what I mean. And yeah, the core narrative is much different. It's not as quirky. Again, this is much more grounded Final Fantasy. The guy wears Cloud. He's in Barbie Island Princess, of course. I'm always getting AC and RE vibes from this. Yeah, I suppose. Well, I don't know. I still don't think they're anywhere comparable, but you know, we'll see. To be fair, I'd also bone Shiva, no doubt. Well, I'll have it for you guys. Oh, Ivan. Now that's a badass name. You've got lots of god tier monsters in this. Again, you saw if you didn't see the spectacle fight at the start, did you, DM? There's spectacle fights in this. It's got God of War kind of vibes as well. It's got a bit of it's got a few bits of everything in here. Obviously DMC combat. It's loads of different pieces that they tried to throw in together to make this game a little bit more mainstream and not so niche. I mean, I liked the story. The demo is what hooked me, and that's why. Otherwise, I wouldn't have played it. Prior to this one, I hadn't played a Final Fantasy in years. Jump, Clive. Jump. My friend can't get past his name. He hates the fact that he's called Clive. Which, I admit, is a bit of an odd choice for a name when you consider this is high fantasy and they've called their protagonist Clive. Ooh, he's dead. That's another thing you notice, see? They don't mind killing people off in this one. And there's even blood and shit. Again, something Final Fantasy are notorious for not putting in their games.
I told you before, you do not get to die here.
And also, Wyvern's just a nickname they have for him. It's not his name, he's Clive. Clive Rosfield. I think it's a cool name. Cool cutscene. Yeah, again, it's a good game. Well, it's good in the sense of what it is. It's just, you know, certainly not one of my favourites. We're now in flashback territory, in case you're uncertain of that. This is a young Clive when he was a prince. Because he was a prince.
If you're not cut out to be a shield, there's always work for you in the stables. Unless, of course, you think you can defend your master while sat on your arse in a puddle of pig swill.
I'm sure he'd find a way.
Yeah, that's his brother.
After me. Right.
Go on. You're sure to hit him eventually.
Don't give
And that's
up
his
now.
friend Jill. And that's Torval. Friendly pup. Gotta love a pup. Here we go. I think it's hella dope name, Clive too. Well, I'm glad you guys like it.
Show me your form.
Here we go. Attack the Lord Commander. Square to press melee attacks. Again, very Final Fantasy remake, I suppose, and rebirth. Yeah, except in this, it's just pure action. There's no time. There's no like ATB or turn-based commands. Nothing. You just wait for your moves to charge up and you fire them. That's basically it. And you have to do it with different button combos and shit like that. You've got a basic button combo, and you've also got magic combos that you get by later things that happen on. Oh, yeah, I know. Cute Torval. Gotta love a bit of Torval. There we go. Melee attack.
Once more, please.
You can obviously lock on. remember always hating the standard attacks but liking the special attacks. That was one of my big takeaways. I was like, I don't like just doing standard attacks. You have to do standard attacks in between doing the powerful attacks in order to build up your... well, in order to keep the enemy on defense, I suppose.
Come, Clive. Rain fire down upon me.
Channel your inner flame. See, this is where we get to magic. So, triangle, cast fire. Yeah.
Excellent.
Lesson complete.
Well done. You wield the Firebird's flames just as a first shield should.
You flatter me, my lord.
Or would you...
Yeah, basically he's a shield for his brother. His brother is one of the Enderlons, one of the guys, one of the people who can basically turn into a monster.
Rather I flattened you. Can be arranged. Let's see if you can elude my blade. After all, your attacking prowess will count for naught if you don't live long enough to use it.
So we got to dodge.
Lord Rosfield.
Quick on your feet. R1. Evading attack, precise moment. Slow. The enemy, making it more susceptible to a counter. Yeah, so you got, again, precision dodging, basically. Yeah.
Don't simply watch my
Ow!
moves, read them. Nice try.
Whoa.
Watch that. I was sure I had you.
Nearly.
Amazing.
Not quite. Nice try.
Boom. I'm fucking Neo over here, guys. I'm Neo. In case you weren't clear on that.
Your blade is not your only weapon. Quickness of thought and fleetness of foot are indispensable arms in any shield's arsenal. But you are not just any shield, are you? Show me what sets you apart from the rest. You have been blessed by the Phoenix, granted the use of its power. Call upon that power now to close on me. Well, I'm waiting.
Circle. Oh, yeah. He's got a quick dodge. Blessing the Phoenix grants Clive the ability to perform feats of inhuman strength and dexterity. And it's because he's a shield. He kind of is imbued with the powers of his brother or something. At least I think that's the loose term, I think, anyway, in this case. Again, I'm still getting my head around some of it. Trying to swiftly close in on distant target. Shift attack. Yeah.
Was it all our shields could move so swiftly?
It's basically, yeah, it's like a fire teleport, basically.
But even the most agile shield cannot hope to escape every blow. And death may come by a handful of cuts as easily as it comes by 1,000.
Okay.
There is only one way to ensure that you do not fall. Keep your wounds mended and your energies replenished. Speaking of which, my lord, you seem a little worse for wear. Now that won't do at all.
Alright. Yeah, basically, again, you get a short stock of potions as well. You get a certain amount for certain areas. You don't actually get to have a full item inventory. You kind of basically just get some basic healing restorative items. So again, it's very different to the traditional Final Fantasy games in this regard as well. You don't really rely on items as much. You get given a certain amount for every kind of, I suppose, hub or whatever that you're actually going to. Or every time you take a rest, you get new ones. It's kind of like a bonfire system from Dark Souls. If we were to give MH an actual name instead of an alias, what you'll have? Martin. Martin Hewitt. There you go, it lines up with the initials perfectly. Item shortcuts. Yeah, the D-pad. Yeah.
That'll have to do for now.
Another lesson complete.
Battle is a succession of pivotal moments, wherein life and death can be decided at a single stroke. You must be ready to utilize every tool at your disposal if you are to navigate a path to victory. Or at the very least, ensure that
Glad you like that one, DM. Came up with it myself.
Enough practice.
Because you like Clive so much.
You've recovered from your soaking, I trust. You wouldn't want to kick a man while he's drowned.
I thought you'd never ask.
Come then, Lord Rosfield. Spar with me.
Proper spar time.
If you believe yourself worthy to be called Shield of the Flame, then prove it.
Okay.
As you wish, my lord.
I'll show you.
Have at me, boy.
How about you?
Strength.
The wheel gauge indicates the opponent's will to fight back. Break their spirit by landing attacks and strike them when they are vulnerable. Okay.
You're sure to beat him this time.
You can do it, Clive. Just stay calm.
You're taking this seriously.
Keep going, Clive.
Boom! Fucking owned him. He didn't stand a chance. See that? See, I'm a master already, you see. Ah, yes, I'm a master already. Lord Murdoch's will has been broken, leaving him staggered. Try doing as much damage as you can before he regains his senses. Using L2, circle to execute Phoenix Rising Flame. Powerful icon ability. Yeah, it's a different, again, different spell. But still a magic attack. R2 and...
Well, it's time I took my own advice. I used all the tools at my disposal. Nice try.
Go on, Clive. Keep pressing.
Just a little more. We believe in
Ooh.
you.
You're a damnably quick learner, Lord Rosfield. Come on.
Just got an orchestra instead. Nice thumbnail, by the way. Oh, cheers, mate. Yeah, well, it's game art. I just managed to dig it up on old Google. But yeah, my layout is classic. Well, it got a redesign not too long ago to make it, I don't know. My logo felt like it was too big of a presence. You need the game logo to be the biggest thing on the thumbnail, personally. I won't lie, the nickname Wyvern is too clean. Have at it, Snake. What, you going to steal Wyvern? Is that what you were thinking of doing, DM?
See? I told you he could do it.
See? See? Was there any doubt?
Bested at last. It's taken me long enough.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, Python, how's it going, my friend? You alright? Welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, pal!
We're going good.
It was a display worthy of...
Although, very clearly, you're also thinking I'm going to have fun trying to platinum this one, which I don't disagree with you. It's probably going to be a nightmare.
You are a true shield of the flame, and let no one tell you otherwise. Including me.
There you go.
What are you lot gawping at? Back to your drills.
It's basically, these are the stocks. These are the stocks of our world, basically, this family. Or again, as it was, I suppose. How you doing, Python? How's your weekend, buddy? If you call me Piquello, you won't like how this will end. Piqueno? What the hell is that? No, Wyvern is taken. What are you trying to take it on?
Joshua. I was just tired. The Phoenix's flames are a gift. You mustn't waste them.
It isn't a waste. My shields look after me. Why shouldn't I?
Oh,
Why? You were coughing this morning too.
where's on you, boy?
Doors.
I'll be fine. It's just a cold.
Don't push yourself.
Yeah.
Has returned.
Father's back.
Ah, that graphic was neat. I was thinking about picking up this Final Fantasy at some point. It's a divisive one, I have to say. I haven't finished it, but what I have played of it, again, when I did my original run, it's a bit up and down, depending on, I suppose, how much of a fan you are of how they used to do things, and whether or not you're in favour of the action focus they're kind of going for, going forwards. Well, have been going for slowly for years at this point. I won't need it. Greetings, Python. Yeah, welcome, dude.
No place for one such as you. I would gladly brave hell itself to see my darling boy.
Yeah, this is Clive's mother, and obviously his brother's brother. Obviously, yeah, it's their brother. It's the Rosfield's brother, basically. Mother. Mother. And yeah, we don't like her.
Joshua. You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this.
I'm sorry.
Good day to you, Mother.
Come, Joshua.
Yeah, we don't like
Father
her.
will be expecting us.
Been a chill weekend for me. Oh, very nice.
Lord Murdoch.
Your Grace.
Glad you had a good one, mate. Hi, DM. I've only played the turn-based classic so far. Got in the series very late. Ah, that's fine. You know, it's never too late to get into a Final Fantasy, mate. Never too late.
What a way to treat your own flesh and blood.
I know. It's not his fault. Not everyone can be born the Phoenix.
Yeah, she basically loathes him because he isn't one of those god monster things. He's just an ordinary guy. So she doesn't like him because he's not special like his brother. So yeah, she doesn't like Clive. And we don't like her. She's a bitch. Here we go. I think this is his dad. Yeah, this is the dad. The dad's good. We like the dad. His chocobo looks badass as well. Look at that chocobo. That chocobo is so fucking cool. When I first saw that, I was like, oh my god, that's the chocobo I should be riding all the time.
Rise,
Can't they all be that cool? Jesus.
Welcome home, Father.
Thank you, Joshua. You are well, I trust.
Yes, Father. Much better. Today, Jill and I went to the Bailey to watch Clive's spa.
Is that so?
Quiet, Torgal.
Yeah, Torgal, that's it. Look at him. Look at him. He's so bloody cute.
Father.
See, his dad likes Clive.
Lift up your head, girl.
Thank you. Your
His
Grace.
dad's respectable. We like his dad.
The capital rejoices at your safe return, Your Grace.
War is coming, my boy. We must make ready.
Is the situation truly so grave?
Come to the throne room. We will talk there.
I'm not trying to take Wyvern. I'm only saying he's got a nice, quick name. It's all saying. That's all I'm saying. Not trying to say I want the name like I'm gonna steal it. You mean you're just after a nickname? Is that what you're saying, dear? Shoot, we almost got the whole crew in chat. We have. We have. Well, again, it's chaotic, but I'm managing. I'm liking it. Gotta love Torgal. Get Blaze and Geo up in here. Yeah, we haven't seen Blaze in a while.
Where do you think you're going?
Mind you, but the man's busy. Gotta let him do his thing.
Clive here is off to see the Archduke.
Thinking of different names that aren't generic. Why do you want a name? What's the reason behind it? Possibly in different language. I can call Alonso in here. Chat Viejo. Means old in Spanish. Piquo means small. Okay. So you just want a nickname? That's what you're basically saying, isn't it? Hi, Python. Yeah, welcome, Python. Oh, hey, they have the chocobos in this one too. They do. They've got some bad arse chocobos. Again, chocobos in this are basically war mounts. They're basically horses, you know, as you would in the old classic battles. How's it going? How Ben, how's it going? I want a chocolate chocobo. What? One actually made of chocolate, or the colour brown, as in chocolate? It's going good, man. I'm okay, thanks, Mike. I'm drinking a smoothie, just watching. Ah, there we go. Yeah, Ben's experiencing, I think his second. Is it your second Final Fantasy experience, Ben? I don't know. I mean, I know you don't have much history with it, but you are aware a lot of the people who view your channel have are lovers of the series. This does give me a Game of Thrones vibe. It should, because it's basically Game of Thrones but Final Fantasy. Oh, nice. Which smoothie? Oh, yeah. Yeah, what beverage are you doing? It's one of those protein shakes, isn't it? Berries. Oh, my God, Goj. Goj, you got a berry fan in here. Get your berries out, Goj. I already have a name for Nick. For MH Green Bean. Oro means gold. I don't know why you're doing all these nicknames. I'm trying to understand why. Anyway, if you find yourself lost, do not fret. Hold down L3 and trust in your animal instinct to point you in the right direction. Basically a tracking system, okay.
Is trouble brewing?
I'm not sure. I need to speak with Father.
Look at Torgal, he's so cute. Torgal, I love you, Torgal. Yeah, Jill, you're cool too. But Torgal, we like Torgal.
All right, let's get this stuff unpacked before the Duchess calls for our heads.
Yeah, we don't like the Duchess. Finding items. Yeah, items just come to you in this game. You don't actually have to really go out of your way. You just see a glowing thing on the floor, and 9 times out of 10 it'll fly towards you. You try and go across the realm by those who know where to look. Items discovered. Viewed on the items tab in the main menu. Yeah. But again, it's just a potion. If you've noticed, it's not really anything significant. Again, I'm not big on the item the way the items go in this either. Oh. Yeah, see the mark on the face that Clive has now.
Good as new.
Forgive me, Lord Marquess, pray do not concern yourself with this bungling cur. Bow to him, you
See, they're basically slaves.
I say to speak.
It was no trouble. Really.
Oh, do not indulge him. To be allowed to stand in your lordship's presence is more than his kind deserves. Why?
Yeah, that's basically how this world is. Anyone with those marks is basically a second-class citizen.
You was lucky to be born in your father's dominion. Very lucky, as I remind him every day.
Yeah, Clive doesn't like it, for obvious reasons.
Start. I trust his good fortune will continue.
Of course, if that is your lordship's wish.
Don't work too hard. Remember, it is for the good of the duchy that you serve.
As do we all, my lord.
He wasn't necessarily talking about you, my friend, but there we go.
Come along now. Back to your
Name
duties.
Nick. What? Who are you naming Nick? Are you going to call Nick Nick? Or that's the name you're thinking of grabbing on for yourself? Gotta be careful. We can't have too many Nicks. It'll get confusing. Accidentally went the exact right place. I shouldn't have gone immediately.
Well, this is it, lads. Put an end to their little crusade, and Azaria's future will be.
Yeah, see, slave master.
I assure you, my lord, my man and I labor always for the glory of the duchy. I assure you, my lord.
Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, yeah.
Preparation is key. We must be ready to launch at any time.
Alright.
She's raring.
See, look at the chocobos. They're literally now like war steeds. Look how fucking tall they are as well. Fucking huge in this. They are really tall.
Remember, it is for us to protect His Highness, not the other way around.
I know that. And on my honor as a shield, I'll defend him with my life.
Yeah, see, so the shields basically protect that kid Lucas, which is your brother, or Clive's brother, shall we say. Yeah.
Make sure all the crystals are accounted for.
Crystals?
Forgive me, my lord, but I need to finish inspecting these crystals.
Wouldn't do to give our soldiers spent shards.
That must have been what they were firing on those batons in that war scene that we saw. It must be like fragmented crystals or something.
I know my money's on.
Okay. What's up here?
Need to
Like-
shift this lot before we lose the light.
Swear to God, even the old English vibes are like literally Game of Thrones as well. Main menu attributes. The attributes tab provides comprehensive overview of client level, status, abilities, and gear. Yeah, so it's basically you don't have much stuff to equip. If you go for the story mode, you get 3 options in here that basically automate a lot of the game's systems. If you're not really action orientated, or again you're not feeling the gameplay. The weapons, I remember they just iterate. Whereas again in the other Final Fantasy games, you had a hell of a lot more equipment. But in these ones, it kind of focuses much more on your, like your special abilities that you unlock as you go throughout the game. But anyway. Green bean oil, yeah. I'm back. Welcome back, Mr. X. I said nickname backwards without knowing I did that. Oh, okay. Welcome back, Mr. X. Chocobos are in every Final Fantasy, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Pretty sure, well, all the ones I've played they're in. I couldn't say if they're like in the very first Final Fantasy or the really earlier ones, but most of the ones I've played have always seen some iteration of a Chocobo, yeah. Yeah, Python I have, yeah. Mr. X, I did something. DM Gojo, how did tcgstitch perform? Did he pay attention to Benedicta or not? He didn't, Mr. X. He failed miserably. Thank you, DM. Thank you. Now I'm not going to hear the end of it.
That was a thrilling bout, my lord. Aye, you put on quite the show for us, Lord Rosfield. Any man who can do that deserves to be first shield. Age and experience be damned.
Damn straight. Damn straight. Never underestimate my skills as shield to the king, to the prince, I suppose. It's not even the king, is it? It's the prince.
Getting ready for supper.
There you go. That's a magic cauldron or some shit. Oh no. See, that's what they have the slaves do. Basically, the slaves have magic, and that's why they're slaves. If you've got magic and you're not one of those big god tier monsters, then you're kind of a second class citizen. Which is why, again, Clive's mother doesn't like him.
I'm having my bearer filled with
That's it, they're called bearers. That's it. They call the guys with magic who are second class citizens bearers, basically. Although, again, one of the things that I always found very difficult to kind of get my head around, why would someone who has so much power, basically can cast magic spells, be a second class citizen in a world like this? Because they just cast magic on them and kill them, right? That's where my mind always went. I was like, doesn't make sense why magic users would be second class citizens. Because they've got too much power, surely. I mean, again, I'm willing to be wrong if there's a little bit more explanation on that, but that's how I've always understood it. It's always a bit weird. Don't understand the situation there.
Fine display, my lord. Almost felt sorry for the Lord Commander.
Because technically, Clive is a bearer. It's just he's a shield to the prince. But yeah, that's what I don't fully understand. Mission failed, we'll get him next time. Fuck you. He pays special attention to berry happening. Well, Ben is drinking a berry smoothie berry. He's one of your brethren. He loves berries. You guys should get on like a house on fire. Yeah, the berries. He talks more berry than the lady. There's nothing wrong with berries. Gotta love a bit of berry. Gotta love a bit of berry. You make me sad, TC6. This game has a rather hidden storyline, and you again don't pay much attention to the details of this game. Well, I'm only just getting back into it, Mr. X. And again, you've got to understand, what am I doing? I'm doing 3 things at the moment. I'm playing a game, I'm talking to you lot, I'm reading your messages, and I'm also walking on a treadmill right now. So I think I'm doing okay, considering I could be doing a lot worse. You know, if I miss a few details, you know, I do try my best. I admit. I'm not perfect. Man is an island, after all, as they say. No man is an island, that's it.
Nice and quiet in here, isn't it?
But again, I don't know much about this world beyond me going into it a long time ago at this point. It's been quite a few years since I've done a proper Final Fantasy XVI run. Well, actually, hasn't been that many years, has it? Came out in 2003, I believe. No, 2023, not 2003. So, yeah, I played it on launch, and then I haven't played it since. So, you know, I'm not that knowledgeable on it.
Marquis,
gotta be honest.
Forgive my man, he'll be done in a jiffy. Just getting the place tidied up for the big procession.
Young Jill, I think she's infatuated with young Clive. Well, that goes without saying, doesn't it? Pretty sure there's a cutscene to that effect shortly. But again, I wasn't going to spoil it for the people who haven't seen it. You know? I'm trying to also keep my cards a little bit close to my chest, because I don't want to spoil everything.
Clive,
Are you worried about the war?
the soldiers will expect the Phoenix to help them, but I don't
Yeah,
know
he
if-
basically is the dominant of the Phoenix, so he can turn into a giant bird monster.
And I will protect you. Always.
I know. Thank you, Clive.
You wouldn't think it looking at it. You can turn into a giant bird monster. A good bird monster, but still a bird monster. I prefer to think of all of the Angelons as like monsters, because that's essentially what they are. Just giant fucking crazy powerful monsters. And I mean crazy powerful. You're going to see some of that in some of these fights. Don't worry, Stitchy. It's our friendship getting better. Yeah, well. Don't know about that, do you? I'm going to see you pay for every slight. I can still make you a much worse than a -1 billion cock ring. Oh, dear me. Oh, God. So stupid. Almost like Connor and Hank from Detroit Become Human. Connor and Hank. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Do you understand? The power of the Phoenix dwells within Joshua, and Joshua alone. If
See, the
anything
power
should
of the
happen,
Phoenix.
It will be on your head. Do
See,
not
what a lovely woman.
duties again. Yes, Your Grace.
See? She's not exactly the nicest human being. Makes you wonder how exactly the father ended up marrying her. I think it was like a forced marriage, wasn't it? Or something. One of those like preordained marriages where they married for power, but they don't actually have any of the same values or even the same mannerisms. Because the dad is actually nice. Making an effort. Some large gates and stiff livers require extra effort to operate. Press. Oh, again, Dark Souls pushy style doors. Press X to access them and hold out R2 to push with all your might. Because we need to do a bit more Dark Souls nodding. Yeah. Should have been a bit slower, but still. Nice try. You really need to emphasize that heft of the heaviness of the door, guys.
Good luck.
Ah, little Torgal. Look at him. He's so cute. He gave me a wink. I feel so lucky. Here we go. Dad's going to tell us the war is happening. It's going to be another war and we're involved. And the Phoenix is going to have to defend us.
How may I serve you?
All right, you can stop licking my boots. Mother isn't here.
Do the territories fare any better?
Most lie under a pall of black. In just these few moons, the blight has taken nigh on all of the northern reaches. It is only a matter of time before it crosses the border.
By the flames.
Nearly every available bed in the capital is already occupied by those fleeing the Deadlands.
Yeah.
Even if we were to send them south.
Basically, there's a blight going over the land as well.
Every day we delay brings us closer to disaster.
Basically draining the world of like life and vibrance.
Against the Iron Kingdom.
We have traded blows with them for too long. It is time to end it.
At the very least, we must secure Drake's breath. Without
That's a
the blessing of
fort,
Mother
by the
Crystal,
way.
We cannot defend our realm from the spread of the blight.
The Iron Blood will not relinquish it easily. This will be a bitter fight.
See, it's a fight over
We
territory.
ride for Phoenix Gate tomorrow. There we will listen to the words of our ancestors, as tradition dictates.
Am I to go with you as Joshua's shield?
He's going to defend the
Something else
boy.
I would have you do first. Rodney.
In this case, let me read it. Well, I can't hang on. Yeah. In this case, young Jill is similar to young Tifa in FF7. Tifa only has eyes for Cloud, just like Jill looks at Clive. Yeah, yeah. Minus 1 billion. Well, I can do it, DM. Don't test me. Don't test me. DM, there are even more important cutscenes in this game. There are plenty of important cutscenes. Plenty, mate. Don't worry, we're gonna see 'em. Gets better every time. I know. Well, just know there's always a little run I can go lower, DM, if I need to. I'll bet, Mr. X. Can't really hear the game at all. Really? Is the volume low then? Didn't know that. You guys hear? Is the volume levels good for you guys?
You will have heard the reports, I'm sure.
Or is it really low?
Men from the north being sighted within our borders.
Goblins in the Stillwind marshes.
If it's too low, I can put it up.
Yes.
Then you know what must be done.
In this game, one character whom you've already seen in the cutscene has Jocasta complex. Jocasta? Okay. Oh yeah, the volume is low. Okay. Where's the... Right. Is that better?
It is time to prove your strength. And shut your mother up for good.
I just moved it up a load. Let me know if it's still too low or if you guys are feeling it's a bit too...
I will do my duty, Your Grace.
Yeah, you guys be able to hear it.
That will be all. Rest well. We ride at dawn.
Yes, Your Grace.
I need to crank it up a bit there. I just put it up a whole notch, so hopefully that does it. Active time lore. Basically, this is your codex, but it's a live codex. So, battles going on in the background. It's updating you on what's happening around the world as you proceed throughout the narrative. I'm here lurking. No eyes, Ben. No eyes, mate. Oedipus the kid. Oh, right, Oedipus. Okay, yeah. You could have said that. Again, the Jocasta. I'm pretty sure you mentioned this to me before. Greek tragedy, yeah. Also commenting, mother's from a morbid attachment to her son with erotic overtones expressed in overprotectiveness. What, so you're saying you think that his mother, like Joshua's mother, loves her son? Is that what you're saying there? I hear everything. Okay. I can hear... Okay, as long as you guys can hear it, you know, that's fine. Thanks for letting me know. Yeah, your volume is good, but the game volume was low. Okay.
We drove the Iron Blood from our shores once before, but their patriarch still dreams of spreading his message to Storm. And when the Crusaders march, they move a damn sight quicker than the Blight ever did.
So we recapture the Mother Crystal, end their ambitions, and secure the duchy.
Only the light of the Phoenix can guide us through these dark days. But that does not mean I'm happy asking this of Joshua. Look after him, won't you?
Even if it costs me my life.
Let's make sure it doesn't come to that.
See? Dad's a good bloke. Animal Instinct is the L3. See, it basically focuses you. I think the active time law is in the menu, isn't it? Main menu items, items tab, includes open quests, consumable items such as potions can be used at any time from this tab. Yeah. Signing shortcuts, yeah, you can again sign shit. We're not doing that now. Might be the middle button. There you go. Middle button gives you the active time law. So, yeah, these are basically updating you on the situation on the ground, basically. So, Elwyn Rosfield, Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria, which again is where Clive is from, the father of Clive and Joshua, loved by his people for the steadfast leadership, both at home and on the battlefield, which he put into good effect in quelling the rebellious northern territories. So that's him. The Iron Kingdom, also known as the local tongue in Iran. The Iron Kingdom is an archipelago nation situated off the west coast of Storm, with its capital at Craig Loiskit. I'm flipping out these names. The Mother Crystal, Drake's Breath, rises from the volcanic islands, situated just within or without its borders, depending on whom you ask, and has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Iron Blood. So basically, they fight over these Mother Crystals, which basically affords nations magic and power and stuff like that. So that's why they want the Mother Crystals. Its borders, depending on whom you ask, and has been the subject of long-standing conflict between the Iron Blood and the neighbouring Duchy of Rosaria, which again is us. The Iron Kingdom's inhabitants shun any contact with outsiders, which has given rise to a unique, if largely inward-looking culture. Oh. Said that one of the characters in this game who you already saw in the cutscene, but it's not Clive. Clearly haven't reached the part of the tcgstitch. I got quite far, it's just I don't remember a lot of it because it was a long time ago. We've played a good number of games before, you know, after, well, beyond that, mate. The narratives all get jumbled after a while. That's why it's good that I write them down as I'm playing them, really. Wish I can talk to you all while I'm playing games too, but I'll be leaving here in a couple of minutes. No eyes, DM. Well, thanks for stopping by, dude. I know this isn't really your jam, but, you know, it's a good game. No idea, DM. Bye. See you next time. Yeah, look after yourself, buddy. Well, I don't think you're leaving yet, are you? In a minute. The Mother Crystals, enormous glassy fountains, 5 of which tower over the lands of Valisthea. They are the source of all the crystals, but the people of the twins rely on their everyday lives. Not only that, but the lands surrounding them are rich with ether. There you go, ether. Making the magics the crystals cast even more potent. So basically it makes magic more powerful. For these reasons, great nations have sprung up around each Mother Crystal and have long warred with each other for possession of their blessings. So that's why the wars go on, okay? Grand Duchy of Rosaria, this is where Clive is from. The nation occupying the western reaches of the continent of Storm, with Rosalith as its capital. Rosaria was originally formed from a collection of smaller dominions, all of which now stand united under the banner of Archduke Elwyn Rosfield. Not possessing Mother Crystal of its own, the Duchy has long been locked in bitter conflict with the Iron Kingdom over possession of Drake's Breath, which is where the Mother Crystal is, which lies still further to the west and the midst of the boiling sea. So they're in a war with another nation, and the other nation wants control of this, but they're in a stalemate. So that's where that comes from. Not yet, in a bit. I'm just getting ready while this stream is playing. I've got work. Totally get you, mate. It's no worries at all. So, Rosalith Castle, situated in the heart of the ducal capital of Rosalith. It's from this towering ivory fortress that the Archduke and his family rule their nation. The architectural feat the founder himself would be proud of. The castle has stood since the early days of the duchy and watched over the rise of this potential nation and the people who inhabit the city beneath. There you go. So that's the real-time lore that should get you up to speed on basically the situation beyond the ramblings of this nutter right here, which is me. So we need to go upstairs. But yeah, basically we're about to get into a war with another city, basically.
This war we mean to wage, it isn't only for control of the Mother Crystal. Above all else, we cannot allow those Ironblood savages to gain a foothold on Storm.
I know. I would sooner die than see them darken our shores again. I wish you a safe journey tomorrow.
And I you, Clive. May your blade strike true.
Here we go. But yeah, basically there's not really a lot of places you can explore. It's both a good and a bad thing. Good in the sense that I suppose, you know,
no messages, my lord.
You haven't got to do too much exploring, but at the same time you kind of play a Final Fantasy for a little bit of that, you know. It's a difficult thing. I think this is Clive's bedroom.
How long will you be away this time?
Not long. 4 days, maybe 5.
And you will be taking Joshua?
Well, I can't exactly leave him behind, can I? The blood of the Rosfields runs in his veins. Before going to war, we perform the rite at Phoenix Gate. It's our way. You know that. And only the dominant can enter the apothecary, so yes, I'm taking Joshua.
Oh, to hell with your way! The boy is ill.
You think I don't know that? But the boy is also the Phoenix. The heir to the throne. You can't keep him in swaddling clothes all of his life.
Elwyn!
Don't worry. Clive will watch over him. Though he is a youth of but 15 years, he's already a fine soldier. He will make a splendid shield.
You see more in him than the Phoenix did. He was rejected, Elwyn. Our household has no place for such a failure. He is worthless, a man like any other.
See, it's a lot like Clive.
My dear.
Nonsense. You are the Archduke of Rosaria.
Oh, not this again. You know as well as I do that I only sit upon the throne because my father was taken before his time. I am merely warming the seat till Joshua comes of age.
You are your father's firstborn son, and you sit upon the throne. All is in its right place. Unlike some, you have not disgraced our noble blood.
Without men like Clive to keep us safe, your precious noble blood would long since have graced the gutter.
You go, you see? Just struck her down.
I'm going to sleep.
Boom. She just got doghoused. I like that. She doesn't like Clive because he's genuinely good. He's a good guy.
Time to prove yourself.
Wishing on a star.
There you go, young Jill.
Old for that. I should get some sleep.
Right. You're going with them tomorrow, aren't you?
I am Joshua's shield. I'm sworn to protect him. He takes too many risks. I only wish I could save him from himself.
Clive, you...
I have another mission too. Father has given me my first command.
Well, if you're not going to pray to Metia for your safe return, I shall just have to do it for you.
How many times did you finish this one? I haven't finished it at all, mate. This is going to be like my first finishing run. I got quite far offline when it came out, but I didn't finish it. Yeah, it's been a time for me. That's why I'm kind of catching up on things as they go on. I mean, I remember a lot of the key points. It's just I don't remember it very well.
I assumed the war between our nations would be the last. But it never really ends, does it?
No. The next war will be bigger than before.
But you'll be alright, won't you, Clive? You're a shield of Rosaria after all, and blessed by the Phoenix.
It's getting cold. We should go in. My lady.
The Honourable Gent.
Good night, Clive.
Yes, full moon night, just like FF7. Yeah, yeah. On the rooftop when I think Tifa was showing Cloud her scar, if I recall. Jill cried while at it too, yeah, yeah. Oh, did she cry? Didn't see it. Don't know if she cried. What was the reception to this game? The reception was, I think, again, the classic fans are not very big on this one because of how significantly it changed. But around the time, I remember the time that it first came out, there were a lot of people defending it.
We won't be hunting today.
Don't worry. I'm sure you'll do brilliantly.
I'll try.
Good luck.
But yeah, as a general thing, again, I think it didn't sell as well, but I think it was well received by, again, the people who wanted an action Final Fantasy, and I think it got I think a lot of people embraced it because it was also something Square changed up on. Square do like to change each entry of their Final Fantasy series by changing the gameplay or changing the narrative in a significant way. Again, it's kind of like Zelda, but they change key moments of it, or elements of it. I mean, in Final Fantasy VII, for example, chocobos are like fun things that you ride around. In this, they're basically war steeds. In the earlier Final Fantasies as well, like in 7, you also had summons. In this, they're Endolons, or whatever the fuck they're called, and they're basically people turning into monsters, whereas in the other ones they're just monsters you would summon. So again, they just changed the rules around. And again, this is an action kind of focused game.
May I say what an honor it is to serve alongside you?
Yeah, these are Clive's seconds.
This is to be no mere investigation. If there are goblins in Stillwind, they won't leave willingly.
We got to clear out some goblins.
The beastmen are a fierce...
Here, young Jill is 12 years old, and Clive here is 15 years old. Ah, there you go.
Not today, we won't.
Pretty sure it probably would say on the active time law, won't it?
Sir Tyler, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
As you command.
To the marshes, then.
Yeah.
May the blessing of the crystals go with us.
He's basically got to split up from everyone. And this is the other controversial decision that they made. You basically don't have an open world. Well, in the classic sense. You've got a world map. World map displays the locations in glowing purple currently. And you can only go to certain regions at certain parts in the game. So you can't travel around. And again, from some cursory research, I found that they didn't have time to incorporate an open world. It was one of the things they were trying to do, but because of, I suppose, time constraints, they had to opt to not have it. So you've basically got a mission select style thing. And you can only do, again, select missions at select times in the narrative. So, but yeah, Stillwind is where we got to go. There's a time not long ago that songs of civilization echo through Stillwind's knotted burrows. Now the settlements lie abandoned, and the only sounds to escape this forsaken place are the howls of beasts that have fled the deadlands to make the bogs their home. Yeah, I know what's here. There's a boss fight here, but yeah, again, I'm trying not to spoil anything. I'm trying to explain and not spoil, so you guys can again get the idea. Because I know, again, not everyone has experienced this or understands the ins and outs of a Final Fantasy game. But this one is very action heavy. I'm hoping I'm still kind of a dab hand with the controls, but we'll see. The game can be a little bit unforgiving.
Eyes open for those goblins. The reports placed them in this area.
It's all swamps from here. What's your step, my lord?
And everything else.
But yeah, the other controversial thing about this entry as well is you only got control of one character. In the other Final Fantasy games, you had a whole party. You had at least like 3-4 characters you could control and equip out with different loadouts and different materia, draw spells, etc. Whereas in this, you've got one character with one armor slot and one armor slot and a couple of accessory slots and a weapon slot. So they've really diminished your power levels in the role-playing aspect of the game by making it much more based on the powers that you get in the game. So, again, this is where the DMC aspect kind of comes into it. Timely accessories. Feeling overwhelmed? Try equipping one of the 5 timely accessories. Again, these are the things that you get given in the game that you don't have to use, where it automates dodge and loads of other things, so you don't actually have to worry about dodging. And again, you equip these and it makes the game significantly easier. I didn't do it when I was doing my initial run. I won't do it here, but they are an option. And again, I assume this is because it's for people who find Devil May Cry combat too hard, maybe? I don't know. And try going one more time accessories. For example, the Ring of Timely Strikes allows the wearer to chain complex attack combos only using square. The Ring of Timely Focus allows time before an incoming attack, allowing for an extended evasion window, so again, better dodges. And then with all the items, timely accessories can be equipped and unequipped in the gear tab in the main menu. So yeah, that's these things here. So you notice, like, you've only got like a couple of equips. You've got like a belt. I'm pretty sure that's a bangle. And then you've just got your accessory slots. But that's all you have in terms of equip load in this game. It's well more neutered than, again, the later games. Although, sorry, again, not the later games, but the other games in the series. I'm 1,026 years old. Really, Goj? Jesus. You don't look a day over 1,000 years old. Damn, not even close to being Thor's age. Well, it's all those berries he eats. And it coach. So.
Not exactly the most well-maintained path.
And who do you imagine would maintain it? They've all fled from the blight. It's hard to believe that anyone used to live here. The old village of Stillwind is ahead. Not that there's a lot left of it.
There we go. 2 gil. Jesus, we got our first massive amount of money. We're rich. We can now go and move to another country. I'm joking. I'm joking, of course. That is a very pathetic amount of money. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm 1,026 years old. That it means that at most I was born today. Now I'm confused. God damn it! I gotta fight goblins now. We don't even get the surprise attack anymore. God damn goblins. They look like lovely blokes though, don't they? Here we go. Magic burst. Use triangle to strike an opponent with square to conjure a magic explosion that deals significant damage. Okay, yeah. Down you go, boy.
So the reports were true.
We should press on. There may be more ahead.
Well, I ain't worried about goblins. Got a goblin in my house and she's lovely. Right, don't think there's anything else here. Again, you're just looking for that shiny aura. And again, it's kind of like you're kind of in corridors in this game as well. There's not really much to the exploration aspect. I mean, there are some parts that branch off the beaten path, but not that many. There you go. Strength tonic. That's supposed to be a roast. The only kind of roast I know is the kind that comes in dinner form. If we're talking about any other form of roasts, I'm sorry, you're going to have to speak in English.
There's more.
Loot, something to drop gil. Oh, yeah. There we go. Couple of gil, not much. But yeah, basically that's more or less the cruxes of the combat loop. We came all the way in here really just to get this. Because that's how potions and that's how items are now. You don't just go around looking for chests and shit. Now they're just like glowing random things out in the middle of nowhere. That's a super kick, by the way. Roast is in joke or an insult, I guess. I know, I was just making a roast of you, DM. See that? That was like roast squared I just did on you. That's how you do a roast squared on your ass. Right, strength tonic again. But that's my main issue with this series. Again, it's like, or again, this particular entry in this series, should I say? Again, there's not really much to the exploration aspect or the role-playing aspect, in the sense that the mechanics are very basic, and that's because, again, they're catering to an audience that, again, myself and many would argue is not really the core fan base, because they think people won't have the attention span to, you know, explore, so they make everything like very easy to find. They make the combat very basic in terms of like it's.
And what a number! We'll all have our hands full here.
I mean, with me, the biggest issue I always have with this combat loop is the generic attacks in between. I mean, I'd often always like misremember dodging as well in general, because I like doing the magic attacks so much. Because you should be dodging more. But yeah, I don't know. I always prioritise just trying to do as much magic as humanly possible. That was always my loop of things. Well, in this particular entry anyway. Insufficient space, so just use the potion. Because you can only hold like 3-4 potions every mission as well, so again, even like item management is much more nerfed. And again, it's just the concerns with myself and most people when it came to this series, this particular entry, is like it's much more. Again, the systems are much more basic.
It might not be a nest of goblins.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not indeed. Damn, you're joking. Oh, snap! I am. Sorry. I couldn't resist. And you're... Whoa. Oh! I'm an idiot. You guys know this at this point. Tip, first attack enemies. Attacking from a distance. Yeah. Especially if they're casting magic.
Sneaky sods. We're trapped.
Sneaky sods.
I'm working on it.
Well, you can deal with them. It's just goblins.
He's the leader.
Goblin leader.
But we'll have to take care of his followers first.
Care to thin the herd? As if you have to ask.
Down with you! No match for you. And there was one.
One goblin left. We're gonna goblin him.
Shit! He's invited a friend! On your feet, Sir Wade.
Here it comes.
Formidable foes. Larger enemies must be faced with caution. They have far more HP than their smaller counterparts and often use devastating abilities to overwhelm opponents. Use the blessing of the Phoenix to not only deal considerable damage to these enemies, but also break their wills. Breaking an enemy's will can stagger it, leaving it unable to react, and vulnerable to attacks.
That's a swing and a half. Be ready to move when it winds up for another.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, there's not much animation cancelling in this either. These will become partially staggered with their will gauge is reduced to 50%, creating a short opening in which combination attacks are easily landed. Okay. Even while they're down, completely reducing enemies' will, Gorge will stagger it, extra damage is dealt with, and enemies fully staggered, increasing with each strike landed up to a maximum of 150%. Again, this is kind of like the stagger mechanic in Remake and Rebirth, isn't it? With Tifa, Mr. X. Maybe not as impressive because you can't stack it. Spoiler, the Queen Mother is a heartless hag. Who's that? Anyways, I've got to go, y'all. See ya. Take care, DM. Have a good one, buddy. Love me some old-timey, cheeky British slang. Of course. Of course. Bye, DM. Peace out, DM. Back it again. Let him have it! Slade. Boom. And what do we get for that? A battle reward. Following important battles, a separate results screen will appear. Displaying the battle performance and rewards. Rewards are based on performance and may include items, gear, ability points, and experience points. Oh, there you go. Hard leather armlets. At first glance, this modest wrist piece might appear an uncomfortable fit for those cursed with the fleshy floor arms. Upon further inspection, one will be relieved to discover the band incomplete, affording its wearer a modicum of comfort, be he swine or starveling. Very nice. I'm all about the spoils, guys. We did the goblins. Now what are you going to do, goblin?
Come back and fight, you coward! After him, before he summons the rest.
There's going to be no more goblins. Your abilities gear can slightly improve player attributes, but only when equipped via the gear tab. Again, basic gear equipment. Similarly, the right abilities can turn a tide of battle, but only if learned and mastered via the abilities tab in the main menu. Mastering existing abilities as learning new ones requires ability points, which are earned in battle or by complete quests. Yeah, that's what you'll be relying on more than anything, the abilities. Here we go, gear to the right. Main menu, gear and icons. Gear and icon tab is used for equipping weapons and armor, as well as assigning iconic abilities to available slots. So yeah, so we've got Rosarian Oath, that's our basic weapon. I think we just got the armlet at first glance, yeah, so it's basically that. And yeah, see, this is where you can equip these extra things that basically make... See, look, when equipped, Clive will automatically use a potion when his HP falls below a certain amount. So that automates healing. When equipped, complex ability combinations can be executed by simply pressing square. So that allows you to basically do complex abilities just by pressing one button. Okay, at the moment you have to kind of mash between square, triangle, and press the R shoulder button while pressing square in order to do abilities. And this is like automating the dodge. So like he'll automatically dodge when an enemy swings at him, if he can. And then this one, okay, it slows time before unavailable, so that just makes it even easier to dodge. So that's basically how they get around this kind of stuff. You can equip stuff like that that makes the game easier. Tip, remember to avoid enemy attacks better. Do not use Clive's face to defend against attacks. I know. It's just, I keep forgetting, like, the animation cancelling. I don't think it's very good in this. So if you, for example, in this game, if you attack and then you press dodge when you realise the enemy's about to swing, it won't cancel your attack. The attack will still go, and then your dodge will be late. Whereas, and again, that's what I kind of got to get used to, because I'm used to animation cancelling in some games where you can dodge and stop your attack mid. So you can like dodge right at the last second and still dodge. But yeah, in this one, I'm pretty sure you don't get to animation cancel. So if he's doing an attack, you can't do anything. You have to go through the attack before he'll register your dodge. So, yeah. At least I think, anyway, because I definitely pressed dodge on some of those attacks and it didn't dodge because I was still attacking. So I'm just sitting back watching, don't feel like typing much tonight. Don't worry about it, Ben, it's fine. Don't worry about it at all, mate. Appreciate you stopping by. I don't mind. Don't mind at all, buddy. It is what it is, like I said. If you want to sit down and chill, don't mind me at all, mate. It's fine. Eye potion, okay. I don't think there's anything else in here, is there? I don't think there is anything else. Just seeing if there's any other potions. Or any other abilities sitting about. Okay. Potion. Don't you run away from me! That's destruction of property right there. And it didn't work. He's destroyed a building for no reason. You're mine, goblin.
This ends now.
This is when we realised we were a bit more fucked than we otherwise thought, because that wasn't the boss. This is the boss. Yeah. It's a Malboro. And he's not happy.
It's more, my lord. That thing's breath is worse than its bite.
Yep, I know. Oof. Yeah, don't get any stinky face.
Stay away from its mouth.
Staggered.
Where's it going? Your
guess
guess is as good as mine.
It's thinking about what it's gonna, how it's gonna fuck us. Hey! Ooh. Cinematic strike. And screen flashes blue like the one and people won't press square before the time runs out to deliver a devastating blow. There you go. Cinematic strike we just did there. Having a big fart there.
Gone for long.
I think we're going to go for another cinematic strike. I don't have to do anything here. It just does it automatically. Oh, here we go. Cinematic evasion. Screen flashes red like this. During a period in battle, press the R1 before time runs out. There you go.
Now for the final push, my lord.
Gonna go for a fart.
I think we made it angry. I'd rather
Yeah,
we
it's just
made
a bit
it
pissed.
die.
One dead more borrow. Another level up. What can I say? I earned it. Down you go. Goodbye, Malboro. It's been real.
My lord. Thanks. I never thought I'd see it. Not just goblins in Rosaria, but morbals too. I'll petition His Grace to send a detachment. If we don't
Malboro
stop them
magic.
here, they'll be at our gates before long.
We should get moving. We don't want to be caught out here after dark.
If we set off now, we can still reach Phoenix Gate before nightfall.
But yeah, the in-between attacks are like the bit I don't like. I like the power attacks, but the standard attacks are just kind of boring. At least I find. There are people trying to suggest ways that I could make the in-between attacks more interesting, but I don't know. I need to sit and have a think about ways of making the standard attacks more interesting because they're just boring. Just swatting at him and doing like little bit of... I mean, you see the health bar. It doesn't even move when you hit like that. It's because those kind of attacks don't really have any damage to them. Alright, see, so as you can see, I can't go anywhere else. I can only go to Phoenix Gate. Can't even go back to where he was because, again, it's on a narrative track. So, yeah, let's go to Phoenix Gate then. What I do realise is I didn't look at the active time law. I probably should have done that.
Suddenly, thousands of red eyes. No, wait till you hear this. Wait
How's the
till
game
you
going,
hear this.
Stitch?
His
Super
lordship
Shafts, how you doing, buddy?
draws his sword.
It's going good. We just beat a... welcome to the party. We just beat a Malboro. And, yeah, it's going good, mate. How you been? Good weekend?
Drink and be merry, boys. Good work on the morrow.
Must be gratifying to see your student making such a name for himself.
Yeah, we're basically in flashback mode at the moment. We're looking at Clive's past.
And one of these nights he may even deign to join us.
Yeah, that's the young prince. Clive's brother. Clive's dad. Oh, everyone's having a laugh.
Are you unwell?
No, Father. Just a little tired.
Well, it has been a long day.
They all like Clive, don't they?
Gotta love Clive.
Aye. Your brother will be a fine shield. We're all very proud of him.
Well, his mother isn't.
Father? Why is it that the dominance is always born into our family? It doesn't seem fair.
No.
We cannot live without the blessing of the crystals. And the crystals work their magic through us. You have been blessed, Joshua. Blessed to be a dominant.
I have bipolar disorder and it's on the attack today. Feels uncomfortable and I kind of know why, but I also don't. Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. I mean, again, I can't personally attest to it, but I have heard it's a mood disorder, isn't it? Very difficult one. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. That really must suck. Do you have bouts often, or is it like every once in a while, or like? Because yeah, I don't know the ins and outs of it. But yeah, I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling good, dude. That's horrible. Yeah, I mean, obviously, the only disorder I really have is my autism, and that's given me a lot of anxiety and shit over my life, and obviously it's affected my stomach and other things. The brain can do amazing things with the body, or at least I've found. I mean, in the past, I've managed to make myself ill just by thinking I'm ill. And that tells me how powerful the brain actually can be. It's actually scary when you think about it. But I'm also here to have a laugh like the other guys. Absolutely, mate. And you're welcome. Don't sweat it at all, mate. Yeah, I suffer from the same thing, mate. Yeah, Goj. Yeah, I didn't want to say it in case you didn't want me to, Goj. You know, I know some people don't always want to know or share their conditions, so you know. But yeah, you're in good company, Shafts. Goj is the same. Like I said, I think, you know, I can't say what you're going through on your level. Obviously, I can only reflect my experience with mental health and other things. But yeah, I know it's not easy, and again, I feel for you, man. I know it's it's a difficult thing. You know, everyone has a different experience of it when it comes to, you know, mental health and other things. But yeah, if you ever, like I said, if you ever want to talk about it, mate, or whatever, you know where we are. You know, if you're having a bad day or whatever, you know, we're all pretty understanding. My bipolar disorder attacks usually every other week, but I also have autism. Jesus, really? And life stuff that goes bad, compile easy, but I'm fighting. Good for you, mate. Good for you. That's what you want to do. Just keep, again, one foot in front of the other. You know, and like I said, you know, I'm pretty sure you're on our Discord as well and whatever. But again, you can always talk to us. You know, we're a friendly bunch. We're not here to put anyone down, and we do take mental health very seriously. So, again, if you're having a hard time, whatever, or if you don't, you know, if you just want us to cheer you up or whatever, again, we're a pretty light-hearted bunch. I mean, you know, we throw a lot of banter around, but we're not nasty people. Again, you're in good company, mate. You're in good company.
To wield the power of an icon. Our family has been chosen to share that power with the people. So that is what we must do.
We must share the power with the people. True that. True that. Hello, Super Shafts. Yeah, welcome him to the stream, guys. Share the power with the people, amen, brother. Damn straight, mate. Damn straight. We in this together. We in this together, guys. We in this together. Fuck yes. While we're here, let's see if we can check out the active time lore. See what's updated. Elwyn, has his stuff changed? Archduke of the Grand Duchy of Rosaria's father, Clive and Joshua. Elwyn was born before his father, the previous dominant Phoenix, passed away, so he did not inherit Icon's powers. Instead, he devoted himself to the study of swordcraft and statesmanship, that he led his country from the front, which he did to a wide acclaim in leading his armies and quelling the rebellious northern territories. I'm not sure if that was there before, but when you notice, when they add something to these, you see like a little mark next to him, that little blue ember in the corner there. So that's how you know they've kind of updated stuff. Joshua Rosfield, second son of the Archduke of Rosaria. Joshua was appointed heir to the ducal throne by virtue of his awakening as the dominant Phoenix. His love and admiration for his elder brother Clive is absolute. Clive is obviously who we are. And he is only too proud to have him serve as his first shield. His love for carrots, less so. God damn it, you gotta love the carrots, man. They're good. The Wallop Keep the walled keep. God, the bloody light in my room's going over the text. Situated near Rosaria's northwestern border, it was originally constructed to serve as an outpost in the wars against the Northern Territories, but in its true significance lies deep within the ruins atop which the stronghold stands. Here, in an ancient chamber, accessible only to the dominant of fire, is held the rite of ancestral communion, an important ritual in which it is believed that the Phoenix can hear the words of the Duchy's forebears. Maybe a little singing, tcgstitch. You want me to sing? I'm not singing for you. we haven't got a track. It's like, again, I'm not digging out. Again, we're not themed correctly for Final Fantasy XVI. It's not like we got anything catchy to go along. We haven't got a Kratos song, and we do know we need a Kratos song. You need something of that equivalent. Dominant, those within whom sleeps in the power of an icon. Though they look and think no differently to any other man or woman, they can only cast elemental magics without crystal, but also transform themselves into beasts of world-shattering strength at any moment, a quality for which they are honoured, worshipped, and feared the realm over. See? So dominance. That's what I explained earlier. Obviously, they turn into the super beasts that we're seeing on here. Don't worry, others are drunk now, TCG. Well, I'm sure my antics certainly will not help. The ducal army, the loyal soldiery of the Duchy of Rosaria, they serve under the standing army's Lord Commander. You know, you guys noticing the Game of Thrones themes yet? Are you noticing them? Whose task it is to exact the will of their sovereign, the Archduke. Those who show sufficient aptitude or who are blessed with sufficient nobility of birth are made shields, personal retainers to the Archduke himself. So that's how Clive got in the position he was, because he was passed over as a dominant by the Phoenix who chose his brother Joshua. Right? That's the long and short of that explanation there, and that's the active time lore. So let's continue. Hope I'm explaining it okay, or at least doing my very best. I'm explaining kind of bits and pieces that I still remember. And I'm not singing them. I'm not singing them. You know, I don't think my singing will help anyone in this situation. Shit's about to go very dark. I don't think I should be singing. Where do you rank this compared to the others? You're understanding it well enough for me. Well, I'm glad at least you're understanding it, Ben. That's a difficult one. That's a difficult one because I have a checkered history with it. I didn't like it when I first played it, but the story grabbed me immediately because it was dark. So I'm kind of in and out. I'm not a big fan of the gameplay, but the story I liked to a certain degree. So, yeah, I'm kind of torn. Again, when I've rolled credits, we'll see where it lands in my rankings. At the moment, I can't say with certainty. It's not near the top. Let's just put it that way. It's not near the top. I'd say maybe. No, I can't number it now. I can't until I've played it. When I've rolled credits, we'll see where I land. But yeah, I can sing instead. Oh, Shafts, please do.
So this is where you've been hiding.
What are you doing out here?
Please do, mate. I can't sing for shit. I only do it to wind people up.
I've never really been one for cakes and ale.
It's the vegetables I don't like.
Nothing wrong with a bit of veg, providing you put some good shit with it. That's the trick around veg. Veg is fucking horrible. But if you add something nice, some spicy or something, you know, you can remake that shit pop. Although I am sometimes too lazy to do that, I'll admit.
They never used to. When I joined the ranks, everyone thought I was a spoiled little lordling. If I didn't know how to handle a sword, I'd be a laughing stock. The Archduke's firstborn failure. You're the one they really believe in. I'm jealous.
That's not true.
It is, Josh.
They believe in me. They believe in the power of the dominant.
But that's you, bruh. That's you. You got the skills.
My brother the Phoenix. Ruler over life and death.
It isn't fair. It should have been you. I don't have what it takes to lead our people. I don't have the strength. But you do.
Every man has his
You guys getting Rob and John vibes at this point from Game of Thrones.
Our ancestors chose to instate the dominant as the Archduke of Rosaria. All to ensure that whenever
John, basically the slighted son, who winds up being like the big hero. And Rob, who, well, meets his end at the end of a failed rebellion.
It is your duty to bear that burden.
What about you?
But Rob's still loyal to John, or at least it felt that way when I watched the show.
That is why I was given the Phoenix's blessing. To keep our future rulers safe. No matter what. However hard it gets. I'll never let you down.
Thank you, Clive. I know you'll always take care of me.
Nice, Shafts. Yeah, you didn't know Shafts was here. Yeah, he popped. It's good to see him here, to be honest with you. He's been having a hard time, but again, he knows where we are. Always happy to have a chat if he needs.
It's past my bedtime. Good night, Torgal.
I mean, again, I can't say in entirety. I know, again, the ins and outs of people's mental health conditions, etc. I can only really express my history with it. And you've got cute Torgal there. You've got to love a bit of Torgal. But yeah, again, we're in good company. There's plenty of people in my Discord who have obviously have their own issues with mental health in places. I'm certainly one of them as well. I've suffered my mental health ever since I was fucking teen. Probably before teen, actually. Jesus. Hurts to think that far back, because I was a terrible kid. I do actually sing too, and it's thankfully something I enjoy. Well, there you go. Embrace it, mate. Embrace it. I'm an artist, so obviously I do drawing and I do animation and stuff. That's my thing. Well, I try and draw. Oh my god! It's the Red Wedding! Except it's not a wedding. I'm really gutted Feral is missing 10 miles away. I'm going to go look tomorrow. Yeah, again, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Let's keep us surprised on how it goes, you know. Because yeah, it is concerning. I would lose my shit if my dog was lost out in the middle of nowhere. I don't think I'd go home until I found her. I'd lose my shit. But again, maybe go house to house. Maybe start asking people if they've seen anything, as well as give out posters. You know, try and knock on a few doors. You know, because you never know what people have seen. Sometimes they might have seen something and don't even realise it. So, you know, as well as putting up posters is also just knock on doors and see if anyone's seen your cat around. Keep an active eye out there. But as you can see, shit's about to unfold. Not good shit neither. We did that and they said they will look. Ah, cool. Okay. Well, again, hopefully tomorrow they'll have some more answers for you, maybe, mate. Again, I hope. Now, this is the weird bit. This is the weird bit. I remember seeing this and thinking, what the fuck? Where's Clive?
Forgive me, my prince. It's me, Wade. You probably don't remember me.
I remember. What is it?
We're under attack. I don't know who they are, but they've set light to half the castle. I must get you to safety, Your Highness.
Very well. I'm ready.
See, so now we're playing as Lucas. No, Joshua. Yeah, Lucas. Having a funny 5 minutes. Flight of the Fledgling. Now we're playing as Lucas. And he's got magic fire. That ember is quite cool. And it's all while the castle is under siege.
The castle.
I'm afraid so, Your Highness. We must hurry.
I was rooting for him the whole time. I was like, come on, Joshua. Come on.
What was that?
In the active time lore, Sir Wade. Lord Shield of Rosaria, chosen by the Lord Commander Rodney Murdoch to accompany Clive on his expedition to Steelwind. Once but a low-born page, Wade was inspired to join the ranks of the Woodpile after a Woodpile fell on him and his life was saved by a young Joshua. So that's why he says, you know, I'm not sure you remember me. He basically saved Joshua. And now he's your guard. See, so that's how the active time lore helps you.
Fall back, Your Highness. He's not one of us.
No. I must do my duty.
Just a boy.
There we go. Joshua gets worn out when he uses his magic.
The saw them at the feast. They were laughing.
This is Sambra Quargarb. But why would the Empire...
We must find my father.
Yep.
Damn it, the bastards are everywhere.
Why would the Empire do this? They're our allies.
No, they're not. They just pulled a coup. This is a palace coup. Shit's about to get real, guys. It's about to get real. This is like up to the demo section, and this is the bit where you really get hooked, or at least I did. They basically want to capture the dominant, because then they can make him do stuff for them. They basically want to force Joshua into a servitude for their empire.
Tyler! Damn it! His wounds are deep.
I can save him.
Your Highness,
He's a good boy.
Don't worry, you're going to be all right.
I'll hold them off.
Here we go. Clive!
Clive!
Joshua! Come here. Tyler, you're hurt.
I'll survive, thanks to His Highness.
Your Grace! Lord Murdoch!
King is still alive.
You rescued the young prince. Well done, Sir Wade.
I'm in your debt, soldier.
Thank you, Your Grace.
No, you're not going that way.
Here. We should make straight for the rear gate.
I'm gonna lurk for a moment. Some family are here. No worries, mate. You do your thing. Don't worry about it. But don't speak to you again. Like I said, look after yourself, mate. Remember, we're always here if you need to chat. Or need us to perk you up.
May the winds speed you to Rosalith.
There we go. You sent a raven. We're good. Yeah, they want the prince.
The north gate's up ahead. There are chocobos in the stables. Father, take Joshua and get to safety.
No, I'm not going without you. You're supposed to be my shield, remember?
I remember, which is why I'm going to hold the enemy here while you make your escape.
I will order our remaining forces to rally at the gate. Now go.
I will do my duty. You must do your duty too.
I know.
You have to keep Father safe. counting on you, Joshua.
Bond between these two is one of the best bits of the writing in this. I'll give them that. Soldier's duty. Yes. Back under Clive. Bastards. Killed the Knight's Guard. King's Guard? Don't. Right, that's where he came from, isn't it? So easy to get turned around in these games sometimes. Everyone's dead. Shit's about to get real. Slow-mo door opening. Into the courtyard we go. It's pretty savage. I think that's a dragoon, isn't it?
Take them. Let none escape.
As you command. You take care of that spellcaster. I'll keep the others occupied.
Yeah.
That's them done. Are you all right?
I'm fine. It's my father and Joshua I'm worried about. We should head back.
This is where shit inevitably hits the fan. That's a dragoon.
Hey, look out!
May I have this dance?
He's an Imperial dragoon.
And you are the shield who was blessed by the Phoenix. Not that it will save you.
Stay still, damn you!
Parry. Use square just as the opponent attacks to parry the strike, temporarily slowing time, leaving the opponent open to a counter. Ah. Skin iconic team with time stone man will slightly lower the ability's cooldown time. Ah. Woke as shit. Have at you!
You're going to regret that, boy.
My time is now. Slayed him down. Okay, Shafts, do you have many shorts planned? I tend to do one after every run. So every game I tend to do a new short. But sometimes I do bridge a couple extra in if I've got something to say. But yeah, as I said, I'm much better when my videos are short and snappy. I've done the longer form ones before, but I'm not too big on them because I just don't think I think my content is just, I always find my writing improves the shorter it is if I'm not dragging it on. So when I'm doing a script or whatever, even the read comes through more punchy, and I like that. I've done longer shorts before. I've done like a 3-4 minute short. And again, I've done proper introductions to some of my Final Fantasy, like Rebirth, like offline sessions, which are like where I had to literally go offline in order to do the game and sit there and focus on a task because it was so difficult to do on stream. And I used to do lengthy introductions to those. But yeah, I never rule anything out. You know, I mix my content up on occasion. It's just I tend to stream a lot more because I'm more comfortable in that area. And again, when I first, you know, you got to understand as well, like, you know, it's a lot of time to sit there and edit. I like editing, but it takes a lot of time. And again, if you're not getting many views on them, you question how long you really should make them, you know? I mean, yeah, my videos, I don't know, they don't always tend to get a lot of views. So it's, you know, it makes more sense for me to kind of focus on the things that I enjoy about online streaming and stuff like that. So that's why I focus on just doing this kind of stuff mostly. But yeah, I never rule anything out. I always try, you know, I'm always up for a new short or whatever if there's an idea there, you know. But yeah, hope that answers the question. That's the Dragoon done.
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
So, they sent in the Dragoons. Imperial.
And again, in earlier entries of Final Fantasy, Dragoons are actually good guys. In some cases. It's how they mix up the lore of some of these things.
Too few. They were not here to take the castle. They were here to take heads.
They were here to grab Joshua. That's why they were here.
The work is done. We should return to my father.
My lord, look. We issued these sashes but yesterday. In Rosalith. If they were already among us, what if there were others?
Father and Joshua are in danger.
We must hurry. Take your steed.
What is that?
goodness.
Gotta save Torgal.
Your Grace, is everyone safe?
For the moment. We ride for Roslith to rally our forces. I will need your help to see Joshua safely back to the capital. On you get, Joshua.
Father?
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but that won't be possible.
Traitors.
You honorless snakes!
Stay back! I'm warning you!
Run, Joshua, run! No!
Ooh. Beheaded his dad right in front of him. He's going to become Phoenix.
I have to keep Father safe.
I had to. Clive,
I'm counting on you, Joshua.
Run, Torgal. This ain't going to be pretty. I wouldn't touch him.
Phoenix.
There's the Phoenix.
The Phoenix! Joshua! Lord Murdoch! His Highness! Joshua! Stop this! He's lost control. I have to do something. I have to save him. No, my lord. Fall back. Clive!
Chocobo tried to save him.
Thank you, God. You saved my life. Get her on her feet and run. Please. Joshua, are you in pain?
Not now. Come on! You're his shield. Do your duty. Save him.
Where something weird happens.
My lord?
What in the name of...
Ifrit emerges.
Second icon of fire. That's impossible.
Burns him alive. Now you've got two icons of fire. This is where we get to the classic bout at the beginning. Phoenix vs Ifrit.
Who are you? It's me! No! Leave me alone!
Where you start as Phoenix. Bodying the Phoenix. The following commands are available when playing as the Phoenix. Fire, aim, evade. The opponent is directly within your sights. Target in red circle expand. That is time to fire. True, technically. Gonna go down, icon of fire. I don't even fucking see him. Where's he going? Guy is sneaky. Come on. Come on. You want to play, do you, Ifrit? Nearly had me there. Is he going for Hellfire? Damnation. Hellfire, that is the name of it, my bad. Ooh. Flames of Rebirth. Because Phoenix has got Rebirth Flame. Boom! That is one of those, what do you call them, spectacle fights. Not really much to it mechanically, but it does look visually impressive. And we just knocked Ifrit the fuck out. Or did we? First icon fight, yep. And Ifrit. This is basically Joshua getting the shit beaten out of him. Bit brutal, eh? And grabs him by the throat. Snap.
Murderer. I'll kill you! I'll fucking kill you!
Dark enough for you guys? Yeah. That was the demo, if I recall. And then people wondered why I bought it after that. I was like, holy shit. Next icon fights will be much longer and much harder. These warning. I know, I remember them. I remember some of them anyway. Man, music is top tier as always. Again, narratively, it's right up my alley, because I love dark shit.
Oh, my condolences, Your Grace. Is there aught we can do?
Haven't you done enough, Captain?
And of course, she was at the heart of the betrayal.
And now he is gone.
The evil mother.
I pray there will be a place for me in the world his radiance seeks to create.
I see.
There's Clive. Hello, mate. How you doing, mate? You alright? We just watched the most bleak opening in video game history, or at least one of them. How you doing, mate?
Welcome to the party, pal!
Welcome to the party. Heartless hag. Absolutely. Absolutely.
The rubble must have protected him from the worst of the flames.
We don't like their mother.
No need for that. Kill him. Wait. As my husband never tired of telling me, he is a fine soldier. I'm sure he would make an excellent addition to the Imperial front line.
Oh, was I in it? No. We just saw, you know, basically Clive's brother. We just saw basically a massive betrayal on a huge scale level, and Clive, our protagonist brother, getting killed by getting his, well, neck snapped. And now Clive is going off to be a slave because he failed to protect his brother. This is dog shit. I thing with FF is I love the franchise until it wasn't turn-based. Yeah, I know. You're in good company, I'm the same. But again, I'm willing to be wrong. I played a chunk of this, I didn't finish it. Now I'm going to go through and see this through to the end. Because if I'm wrong, I want to be wrong. If I'm right, and again, it doesn't improve in a vast way, then I'll be like, nah, this isn't my top Final Fantasy game.
Welcome back. Sorry. What's our situation?
Yeah, this is modern day Clive.
Let's just say Shiva and Titan.
I captured. Hey Ben, you alright? I'm doing okay, thanks. Yeah, Ben's doing alright, he's chillaxing. Enjoying the fruits of this particular Final Fantasy endeavour. I wish I was better at this game, but you know. Again, narratively,
It's as you thought.
it's right up my alley, but I don't like the mechanics. I'm with you guys very much on that.
We're down a man, Sergeant.
If we return without Shiva's head, our fate will be no different from Biast's. I'll take my chances with the Iron Blood. At least then I might die fighting.
But yeah, basically you're now into basically slavery, aren't you, in this? Because he failed to protect his brother. Well, at least that's how he sees it. Can't wait until I finally get Expedition 33. Not seen nothing apart from a tiny trailer. I'm doing a run of that at some point. But yeah, that's going to be done on stream for me as well. I love Expedition. It's good. It's my game of the year. I've only played a bit of it, but I fucking love it. I already know it's my game of the year. I only had to have a go at that combat. And the narrative was suitably dark, again. Right up my alley. New iconic abilities. The iconic abilities, Scarlet Cyclone Heatwave for the Phoenix, are now available for acquisition and upgrading the abilities tab in the main menu. Do not forget that once acquired, new abilities must be equipped on the Gear and Icons tab. Claiming redeemable items. Additional content is now available for redemption. These items can be claimed for the System tab in the main menu. Should we grab those quick? System tab in the... What extras do I have then? Oh, these are the abilities. Main menu abilities. Ability points can be spent in the abilities tab to acquire new abilities, as well as upgrade existing ones if you are unsatisfied with close current build. Reset all abilities and try again, as there is no penalty. Yeah. Detail ability you can view by selecting the icon. Indicates that hit, that dealing damage, and indicates the ability capacity for breaking target's will. Gotcha. But yeah, so these are the moves we've got. Well, these are the basic moves you've got. You can press those two together and you get a... Let's put that one on. Time for a face tattoo, Clive. Yeah, exactly, Mr. X. Not a fan of real-time battle, is it called for Final Fantasy? Yeah, well, again, it's action battle, isn't it? It's real time. It's basically real-time combat. Yeah, I'm not a big fan either. I love the game called Odyssey, Lost Odyssey. Yeah, I love that. I love that game. It's one of my favourites for the RPG. Please say no more, otherwise I'll run for the hills. No. I'm there with you. I haven't played much of it, but what I have played, I love. Yeah, I won't spoil that for you. Don't worry, I'm not going to mention anything about it. Let's unlock all of this just to... I don't think we have to equip all of these. I think it's just the... These are just your basic attacks. I think you get given those anyway. Ability sets. Tired of having the manual manually adjust your iconic abilities set each time you want to use different abilities. You can register up to 5 sets of iconic abilities via the gear tab in the main menu. Yeah, so you can switch between them at ease. Yeah, I get you. Left, right. Remember, you cannot edit or change sets while in combat. No, of course not. Yeah, so Phoenix shift. We have a basic. I think we have basic attacks, don't we? And this allows you to switch between different ones on the fly. Although, again, I've always been one of those people who's like, can't I just have all of them? Can I just have access to all of them? I remember when I played like Forspoken. Like, I love the fact that you could just switch between ability sets on the fly. It was just like 1 minute you could use the water elements, 1 minute you could use the fire, and you could pop ultimates for all of them back to back, while the other ones were refreshing. I really like, because that really gave me a power fantasy, and I really love that. So when I saw this one, I was hoping it was going to be the same, but it isn't. It kind of locks you into like having select moves, and you can only have a certain amount. And I remember that's one of the things that got me to walk away, because I was like, why does Forspoken have a better combat system than this? Like, why can't I just equip all of them and then pick on the fly in combat which ones I want to use, instead of having to gear out for every fight? At least that's what I thought at the time, because again, I'd just come off of Forspoken when I played this, and I was like, why can't I put everything on and then I can just switch between it? That would be cool, because then my attacks would never be down and I can always do a move. But yeah. Did you ever play Blue Dragon? I have a copy of it. I haven't played it though. I mean, there's so many RPGs. At the moment, I'm doing Darkest Dungeon 2, which is like a roguelike turn-based RPG. And that one's based on your characters dying, and you basically doing runs over and over and over and getting better gear, and, you know, the rinse and repeat. But what I like about that one is the characters all have backstories, and you unlock them as you do more runs. And the backstories are dark and kind of twisted. So, again, I mean, again, you're getting a theme about me. I like dark narratives. It's one of my things. But, yeah. I do like, you know, fundamentally I am a big RPG player, especially turn-based. It's one of my things. Yeah, it should be on. Should be everything on. Yeah. It should. I just don't get why not. Why couldn't you just have every single ability to your hands and you just have to switch between them? Because again, Forspoken did it really good, and that's one of the things. That's one of the reasons I love that combat model. Forspoken's combat is good. That's the sad thing about it. It's actually a good combat model. The problem is the narrative was shite. It was terrible narrative. I fucking hate the story of Forspoken. It's awful. But, yeah. Flames of Rebirth. I've only got 156 ability points, though. We can get Heatwave. Summon Projectile. Okay, let's put that one on. I'm not too big of a fan of the, what do you call it? Speedy one towards them. So all it does is close the gap. It doesn't seem to do any actual damage. I mean, it's a cool thing if you have loads of moves to back it up. Can you not change that up? So you have to have that one. Ugh. So you have to have a move I don't like, and I get to get rid of one of the moves I do actually like. Scarlet Cyclone. Let's try Heatwave. We got to try all the moves as far as I'm concerned. We got to give them a go. If we don't like them, we don't like them. You got to try everything, even if it's not a... But anyway, system. What were we looking for? We were looking for the extras. I figure there's some DLC that I might have gotten. I've got to unlock. Controller. Here we go. So I've got the Onion Sword. Taking out his Radiant Blade of Gold. Turquoise in one hand. Invoking strange yet familiar images of homespun use on journey. We're going to claim that. Brave Blade. Okay, let's just take Buster Sword. Buster Sword. Okay, I'm having that. Katana. I'm assuming these are just different blades from different... Because they all seem to have the same stats. Katana taking that takeover with my hands. Strange familiar images. Burns. Burns both born and overcome. It was cold. Unassuming still one's hands. Evokes strange yet familiar images of friendship and rivalry, love and loss, while the notches along the blades speak of hardship immeasurable. I think we might have to equip the Buster Sword just because we need to do it. That's the parchment pipe in hasty scrolled bars of music. Oh, so these are music tracks. Okay. Torn from the Heavens. Hideaway's Orchestra. Okay. Well, that's our DLC. A couple of blades and some music tracks. Oh my, I nearly screamed the other day. I found out they are remastering Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh, nice. When are you streaming next? My schedule is in the community tab, but I tend to stream on Mondays and Wednesdays, 7 to 10 p.m. GMT. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 7 to 10 p.m. GMT. Yeah, on Fridays I do art over on Twitch, 7 p.m. to 10. So I put in 2 3-hour sessions of gaming per week and 1 3-hour session of art per week. I kind of break up my streaming schedule a bit just to give me a bit of downtime, because again, obviously I've got a full-time job on top of everything. But yeah, that's my schedule. You can find it in the community tab if you want to see it properly written down and in a nice Final Fantasy flavored layout. I'm about to bust. What, a nut?
Just to kill something that can do this.
They don't. Only the girl holding its leash.
We still got to stop Shiva. That's why we're here, to stop Shiva. Okay, mate. Like I said, mate, you're always welcome if you want to come and hang out. You know, like I said, we're a pretty chill bunch. I best get going. Take care, mate. Have a good one, buddy. Thank you so much for stopping by. Appreciate you, my friend. And yeah, when you do play Expedition, let me know. Let me know your thoughts, because you'll probably play it. You'll probably finish it before me, because I'm going to do it properly on stream. And I've got a few games ahead of it at the moment. I have played it. I just haven't finished it. But yeah, don't spoil me. But you can tell me. You can tell me if you enjoyed it when you play it. Early start. I get you, mate. I totally get you. I get you entirely. Fucking hell. Full-time job eats up the hours, mate. Especially during show season for me, it's crazy.
By the flames.
Look at this. This is like the mess left behind from Titan and Shiva. It's fucking craziness, the level of fucking damage these guys do. Look at this. That's probably exploded a couple of people. Strength tonic. But yeah, this is basically corridoring, and this is one of the things as well that I'm not big on that.
Down there. So, Titan has knocked the fight out of our Ironblood friends. Where are the rest of them? That can't be the main host.
We're gonna find out. There's Jill.
Our fortunes have turned, Sergeant. It's her.
The dominant. Are you certain?
The Crystalline Orthodox is a backwards faith for a backwards people. In the Iron Kingdom, they teach the dominant.
What are the odds his childhood friend is the dominant of Shiva? She was picked to be Shiva's dominant. Oh. Oh. Time to save waifu Jill, tcgstitch. I know. Poor Jill. Of course, Clive hasn't clocked to this Jill yet.
What Alvation Naukin, Alan Scully.
this. Care to kill some Iron Blood?
Gladly. Wyvern, you focus on the target.
Understood.
Finished!
Dagger.
Orders, Sergeant! Stop gawping and move! Fucking icons. Icon? She's not even fully primed.
I will not have their blood on my hands.
Not this time.
Lost.
Carved her down. When poor Cloud with hard PTSD problems will fight with Tifa in F7 RE Part 3. It's possible, mate. It's possible. Frozen tear, and as she thought, she shed tears of ice which shattered on the bloodstained earth below. Dominican soldier of the Battle of Nessel, year of the realm 873. Shit. My potion, steel silk. What do you use that for? Oh, in items, nomenclature, steel silk is a bit strong as steel. Okay, so it's for crafting. There we go. He just beat the dominant of Shiva, aka Jill. And Clive hasn't figured out that it's Jill yet. Even though she's wearing very similar garb to what she was when she was little.
Is she dead?
I don't think so.
Well, what are you waiting for?
At this point, everyone's like, "Where's Torgal? Torgal!"
No, that's not you. Not here.
I'll bloody do it then.
Ooh. Let's look at the active time lore quick. Jill Warwick. Born as a princess of the Northern Territories, Jill was made a ward of Rosaria after her homeland's incessant raids were quelled by the Duchy. She was raised in Valisthea Castle alongside Clive and Joshua, who came to love her as a sister. When she waved the brothers farewell on the day they departed for the Phoenix Gate, little did she know the misfortune that awaited both of them and her. Dominant, we've already read that one. The Bastards. Here you go, the Bastards. See, I told you he's Jon Snow, didn't I? A unit of Imperial Army assassins tasked with taking the head of the Iron Kingdom's dominant Warden of Ice and vessel of the Icon Shiva. All of its members, including its leader Tiamat, are bearers, branded men pressed into servitude for their ability to wield magic. Shiva, but not Jill, was won in this fight. That's true, that's true. Clive appreciates feminine shapes with swords. Of course. Of course he does. Branded soldier. Bearers forced to fight for the nations that enslaved them. Able to cast powerful magic yet entirely disposable. And I don't understand that. That's the sentence I don't understand. If you had powerful magic, would people be able to subjugate you? Because my money is on, if someone tried to enslave me and I had magic, I'd fire fucking magic at them. You know? Would they be able to send that many people after you if you just kept killing them with magic? I know magic has a side effect in this game, but still. I don't understand why they'd be subjugated. Because they've got magic. If anything, that should make them a threat. And no one you'd fuck with, if that makes sense. They are often placed on the front lines in battle or assigned to highly dangerous scouting or assassination missions. Yeah, again, unless you're willing to do it. But I don't see them being subjugated. They're people you'd hire because they'd be fucking good at the job. The Nisa Defile, a deep valley, a riddle valley located in the eastern part of the Damakian Republic during the Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. It was the site of repeated skirmishes as the Iron Kingdom attempted to make incursions into Dalmakian territory. There you go. Real-time lore.
Fuck.
That guy's now dead. Shit's about to get real.
We've got company, Wyvern.
I would populate a whole kingdom with Jill. Of course you would, Goj. When is the next stream? Next stream's on Wednesday, mate. 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock, mate, Wednesday.
Sorry, Jill.
Have we hooked you, Ben? Are you hooked on this now? Are you enjoying yourself? Or are you in two minds?
What is wrong with you, Wyvern?
Dominant. I know her.
Know her? Look around you! Do you think any of these animals care? I need you here!
That all you got? That all you got?
I won't ask you again, Wyvern. Take her head so we can be done with this.
I can't. I won't.
I would populate a whole kingdom with Jill. Good word, Goji Berry. Remember, the icon of Shiva is hot, but has icy kiss.
Your Emperor. My service may have been bought with this brand, but not my loyalty. I just fight to survive.
Here we go.
And you think I don't? The Empire will have our heads if we return empty-handed. So if you won't take hers, I'll have to take yours.
I told you, Sergeant. I'm not dying here today. And neither is she.
Let's find out. Wyvern? Have you forgotten who plucked you from the front lines? Who trained you? Who gave you a name when you had none?
You speak as if we don't bear the same brand, Sergeant.
I've always had a name, and I've not forgotten it.
Still clinging to the past like a torn blanket. Then you will die, as you should have 13 years ago.
Too slow.
one, and I will not fall by your hand! Traitor's blade.
I beat you, Tiamat, you dick. Tiamat was a monster, if I recall, in Final Fantasy VII. Boom! Wear it and meteorite. Nondescript lump. That's one stub. It's toe blacksmith, yeah. Meteorite. Smith's. Okay, whatever. Sorry, Tiamat. I'm more loyal to Jill than you. I guess you could say I need to chill out. Hey-yo! You do. Well. Here we go. Shit! It's game over for Clive. Or is it? I think those are Titans men, aren't they? No such luck. Your story does not end here, Clive. Time for Raiden. Yeah. Torgal! Torgal! And Sid.
This way.
Super cool, Sid. Sid, don't fuck around.
Bloody wind. Well, come on then.
That sounds like me. We've got too much in common already. Not liking these connections. Raiden and Torgal. Torgal! Benedicta.
Hugo dear, my proud desert lion. Would that you had taken care when chasing the hare? I expected more from the mighty Titan.
How does she like that? She's not the Eidolon of fire, is she?
No doubt.
She just controls wind. And I mean flatulence when I say that.
But you'll have to work harder if you're to claim this prize.
My lady, the thunder.
We'll be hearing more soon enough.
The Thunder God.
You always were a fucking snake, Sid. Gather the men. We have work to do.
Sid loves to make an entrance.
Jill. Is it really you? And who's this fine hound I see before me?
A fine hound who saved your life, that's who.
Torgal,
eh?
His name is Torgal.
You two acquainted? Well then, you won't mind taking him off my hands. Funny. I'd always pictured you as more the chocobo type. Clive Rosfield.
That's right, he knows who you are.
Come now. Fleet as flame, fierce as a wildfire. That there was the blessing of the Phoenix. I'd heard rumors that you'd survived, but I never paid them much heed. Calm down. I didn't come all this way for your handsome mug. Now her, on the other hand, she seemed worth muddying my boots for. None the worse for wear. Still, might be best to get a second opinion. Back her up.
Not another step. I mean it.
Well, I'm not about to leave her here. Not one with a warm bed waiting. It's all right. You're welcome to join us. You do want to help her, don't you?
Sid, if we aren't back soon, Nan'll have our heads.
I'll explain everything once we're back at the hideaway. Come on.
We got our faithful pup returned. Only now a giant beast. I don't think I can save it, so I'm just going to have to go in here and hopefully I can save it at some point.
Not much further now.
But we're in the middle of the Deadlands.
Keen eye, you. The blight sucked this place dry. Meaning no trees, no birds, and no magic. But it also means no neighbors.
The last place anyone would think to look.
Yep.
Home sweet home.
The hideaway. Basically the slave's paradise.
These are fallen ruins.
Well, we didn't think they'd mind. And it keeps the black from our lungs.
But how do you survive without magic?
How does anyone? Hard work and a bit of nerve. You must be starving. We grow them here, believe it or not. Suit yourself.
You're back.
Ah, Talia.
And this is the dominant.
How cold since we found her. I was hoping you might give her a look over.
All right. Goots, get her upstairs.
But Nan will...
Don't fret about Karen. I've taken care of her fee.
All of it?
She's the best healer this side of the belt. You've nothing to worry about. Go on, have a look around. I'll be in my solar.
Hide away. Local map, pressing the middle button opens your detail map current area, main scenario destination marked with a icon. Right. System. Save. There we go. Right. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys, for my first return stream, which has been emotional as per usual. And if you enjoy my content, please throw a like and subscribe my way, as it really does help my channel grow and flourish. Alternatively, find me over on Twitter at @LostStitch, posting various news and updates. And with that said, yeah, I would just like to thank everyone who stopped by and gave me a view. It really does mean a lot, as well as anyone who spoke in the chat and joined me on this first part of our adventure. Goj, Ben, DM, God, I'm scrolling down this list. Python, thanks for stopping by, buddy. Same with Super Shafts. Appreciate you guys. I think that's everyone. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Oh, and Officially Captured as well. Good to see you too, my friend. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. And yes, I will see you guys on Wednesday for the next part. Oh, and Mr. X. God, I'm so terrible. Mr. X, you too, buddy. Thank you for joining us as per usual, mate. Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now, guys. I'll see you on Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Obviously, if you want to know the times, just check in my community post. There should be a section about my current schedule for this playthrough. But yes, thank you, guys. It's been great. I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a lovely week, and I'll see you soon. Alright, take care, guys.